Ha ha ha. Sir Moran is here. The Harmons are saved. With Sir Moran present, I doubt Tyler would continue his reckless behavior. Keith's appearance uplifted the Harmons' spirits, and they felt inexplicably happy, finally feeling at ease after their previous feelings of repression. So what if Tyler was General Lionheart? He was only a major general. Sir Moran, as a lieutenant general and the one who controlled the army, held greater authority than Tyler. Even a talented genius like Tyler had to show deference in the presence of Sir Moran. Trent flashed a wide smile. Hector, I can't believe you actually got Sir Moran to come. That's amazing. Trent, you got it all wrong. Sir Moran's appearance should have something to do with my son's identity, Jacob said proudly. Kate chimed in, that makes sense. Dylan is a part of the Dark Panther cavalry and is backed by the goddess of war. With such a bright future, Sir Moran must have recognized his talent. Trent chuckled with realization. Oh, that's right. Dylan is our true talented genius. Considering the Harmons' standing, it wasn't easy to have Keith confront Tyler. However, things were different if they factored in Scarlet, the goddess of war's connection. Let's see if Tyler will continue to act as he pleases. Dylan reveled in the praises, accepting the credit without hesitation. Hector didn't correct them either. As long as they could resolve the situation, it didn't matter who invited Keith. I believe this is just a birthday celebration. Why have you brought so many guards, General Lionheart? Keith's tone was frosty as he questioned Tyler, walking up to him slowly. The guards from both sides faced off against each other, creating a tense atmosphere. Sir Moran, this matter has nothing to do with you. I hope you won't interfere. Tyler was indifferent. Despite Keith's higher rank, he remained fearless. Millsburg falls under my jurisdiction. Its safety is my responsibility. If you stir up trouble here, it's only natural for me to step in, Keith declared with conviction. You're just a local general while I was bestowed my title by the royal family. Do you have authority over me? Tyler retorted coldly. It doesn't matter who commits the crime. As long as they do so, I will not stand idly by. Keith confidently confronted him. I'm afraid the number of people you brought with you is not enough to stop my army, Tyler said, maintaining his advantage. If Sir Mason's forces are insufficient, what if I join in? At that moment, they heard an elderly yet commanding voice. It wasn't loud, yet it reverberated through the entire place. Following the voice, an elderly man with a white beard and matching eyebrows strolled in leisurely. He exuded a strong presence and had a piercing gaze, evoking an overwhelming air with his every move. Though unintentional, it was intimidating. As he walked through the doors, a palpable weight seemed to descend upon the crowd, like rocks pressing down on their chests. It was hard to even breathe. Isn't that Sir Paul Hill? Oh my God. It really is him. What's he doing here? Everyone present erupted in a frenzy at his appearance. He was the patriarch of the Hill family, a highly skilled grandmaster, and a master of Balerno martial arts. He commanded immense respect and admiration in the marital world. In the entire 7 provinces in Balerno, 100,000 martial artists followed his command. He was a true leader, revered by countless followers. What's going on? Sir Hill is actually here. The Harmon family members looked at each other in genuine surprise. Paul was a reserved man with an air of mystery surrounding him. He rarely made appearances for anyone, and their families weren't acquainted. Why would a martial arts master like him step up for the Harmon family? Hector, did you invite Sir Hill? Trent was dumbfounded. Hector shook his head. No. Who could it be then? The Harmons were shocked once again. Who had the power to bring forth Sir Hill? Hector shook his head again. Paul's appearance was indeed unexpected. Tyler Grant, do you think I can't stop your army? Paul stood unwavering like a tall mountain, his presence overwhelming. Even the guards behind Tyler began trembling as they held their guns. Not everyone could handle the imposing presence of a grandmaster. At that moment, Tyler, who had been indifferent the whole time, finally furrowed his brow. Of course, Paul could stop his army. A martial artist at the level of a grandmaster had transcended the limits of human capabilities. He had the power to single-handedly take on tens of thousands of men. Tyler's army was naturally not enough to stop him. The important thing was that Paul not only had exceptional skills, but he also had an extremely high standing in the martial world. 100,000 martial artists in Balerno would never dare to defy any of his orders. Sir Hill, this is my personal grievance with the Harmons. I hope you will stay out of it. Tyler remained unyielding. I love meddling in people's affairs and will help out if I witness injustice. And since I've come across one today, naturally, I won't sit idly by, Paul responded calmly. Tyler narrowed his eyes. Is it worth becoming an enemy of the Grants for the Harmons? Both families were part of the Tremendous Three, and each family had their own strengths. While they weren't afraid of the other, Tyler was unwilling to sour their relationship with the Hills. I owe a favor, and I must repay it today. The grievances between your families can be dealt with next time. For now, you will not stir up trouble, Paul warned him. And if I refuse to back down? Tyler countered. He had gone this far, and it would be like a slap to his face if he backed down so easily now. You refuse to back down? Then let's see if your army can withstand my power. As Paul spoke, he forcefully stomped on the ground. The impact caused a resounding explosion, leaving a crater in its wake, and the entire banquet hall shook violently. At the same time, a violent surge of energy rushed toward Tyler's armed guards like an avalanche. The black-clad, armed guards staggered backward like they were struck by lightning. Their faces turned pale and they broke out in cold sweat. They couldn't even hold their guns steady. The crowd was left utterly speechless at the terrifying sight. That was a Grandmaster's ability. With just 1 foot, he nearly defeated 100 armed guards. Tyler's brow furrowed. He didn't expect Paul to truly strike. Wasn't the crazy old man afraid of instigating a war between the two families? Ha ha ha. Sir Hill is truly domineering. No wonder he's a martial arts master. With the support of both Sir Moran and Sir Hill, I doubt Tyler would act recklessly. If you think about it, only those two could hold Tyler back. Paul's single stomp increased the Harmons' confidence. It didn't matter if he was Tyler Grant, General Lionheart, or the great legend. He was no longer a threat to the Harmons.